Hello and welcome once again to your own channel Geography for Success. And today again I am here with a set of maps. Especially this is going to be a map session again for you. And these are now the India maps. All the maps of India. And as always, I am going to remind you once again, if this video is going to help you anyhow in your studies, don't forget to share this video with your friends and subscribe the channel. You can even follow us on the Facebook and the Instagram. Now let's start with it. The first map we have to cover here is that of the longitude, one of the most important longitudes we have in India, that is the Indian Standard Meridian. And the Tropic of Cancer is one very important latitude which crosses through India, right? Which passes through almost the center of India. Now we are going to discuss, we are going to check from where these lines are crossing. Now the first one, first of all, the Tropic of Cancer. The Tropic of Cancer from the left, extreme left, if you see towards the western side, right? You can see here it is starting, at this point it's starting, right, almost the half of this peninsula, and you will move towards the east, right, by free hand. Don't draw a straight line, don't use a scale for this. When you move towards east, you'll find this part of the eastern, northeastern states are there. You have to be very careful. Almost this line has to touch, right, this Tropic of Cancer. When you draw, it is a little bit above this tip of it, and this is actually Tropic of Cancer. This is Tropic of Cancer, and this is also called as 23.5 degrees north. You can see here western side, from here it's starting, and it comes to the northeastern states. This tip of the boundary is there, and it is a little below the Tropic of Cancer. Now the second important line of longitude, actually, the earlier one, Tropic of Cancer, was the latitude. Now this is a longitude which is very, very important for us in India, and this is Indian Standard Meridian, and its value is 82.5 degrees east. On the basis of this, the time of this Standard Meridian only, we are following the Indian Standard Time all over in India. The local time of Indian Standard Meridian is followed everywhere in India, and that is called as Indian Standard Time. Now let's see from where it starts. For this, children, you have to keep in mind three important things. Okay, 3 points are there, and if you take these 3 points, right, first you have to mark these 3 points. Once you have done, by free hand you start connecting, start joining these 3 dots, and that line which you are getting out of it, that will be the Indian Standard Meridian. Clear? Let me tell you what are the 3 points you have to keep in mind. Number one is, you can see here the northwestern corner, okay, northwestern corner of Nepal. You can see here this point, right? First point is this. Okay, children, this point you have got. Now come down to the second point. Second point is actually where the Ganga and Yamuna rivers are meeting. This point, exactly this point. What is it now? This is Allahabad. Now first point you have got is this corner of the northwestern corner of this, and the next point you are getting is point where the Ganga and Yamuna are meeting, that is Allahabad. Clear? This is going to be a second point. Clear? Now come to the third one. Third one, when you come down, the Godavari river is forming a delta here, right? The first delta is of Godavari and the lower one is of, yes, Krishna. Clear? Now the upper one means the Godavari delta. You have to take the almost the midpoint of the Godavari delta, right? Almost the midpoint. Okay, so you have got the third point, and one more if you want, you can add, that is actually the the tip of Sri Lanka, the eastern tip of Sri Lanka, right? I'm showing you here. Let me show you this part, right? The southern tip of Sri Lanka is there. Got it? And this southern tip of Sri Lanka, the eastern tip of Sri Lanka, this is actually the 4th point. Now, what 4 points we have got? Number 1 is the northwestern corner of Nepal, right? This one, done. Number 2 is the point where the Yamuna and Ganga rivers are meeting, that is Yamuna, and Ganga rivers are meeting, that is Allahabad, right? This place is Allahabad. Next is the Godavari Delta, almost the mid of Godavari Delta. Clear? The center of Godavari Delta we have taken, and then come down to the eastern tip of Sri Lanka, eastern coast. The line actually touches the edge, or you can say the eastern coast of Sri Lanka. When you join all these dots by free hand, you are going to get a longitude, and its value is 82.5 degrees east longitude, okay, which is also well known as the Indian Standard Meridian, on the basis of which, we always take out the Indian Standard Time. So this is all about the longitude and latitude. Now children, the next map we have to start here is that of various important peaks, passes and water bodies. Now, what important peaks we have to mark in India? There are basically 2 important peaks here, right? Number 1 is Kanchenjunga, right? Number 2 is the Godwin-Austen. It is also called as K2. Clear? And the 2 passes again. One pass is Karakoram Pass and the other is Nathula Pass. And besides these, all the water bodies we have to cover. Now let's start with it. The first pass we have to cover here in this map is actually Karakoram Pass, right? You can see there is in the boundary, northern boundary of India, you can see here there is a low-lying part. Now this one curve is there. Very close to the curve, you have to mark the pass. Generally, it is shown by red color or brown color. Clear now? And this is actually Karakoram Pass. And it is marked in such a way that I told you earlier also in one of the map sessions, when the passes are marked, you have got one type of bracket which we use in the maths, the third type of bracket. This is actually the similar symbol, just opposite of it. Okay, ulta bracket आपको यहाँ पर mark करना है, right? Showing the pass, Karakoram Pass. This one is Karakoram Pass. You can see here where it is marked, very close to the curve. This is Karakoram Pass exactly. Clear? Now come to the second pass. What is it? You can see here Sikkim, right? This is Sikkim part where I'm showing you the cursor. This is Sikkim. Okay. Now in Sikkim, and this is Bhutan, children. Okay. In between these, you will find there is a part, there is a curved boundary of India, or you can say Sikkim, and this corner, you can see the corner or the curved part of Sikkim is the point where you have to mark Nathula Pass. Okay, hope you all are able to see this. This is Nathula Pass. Okay, again same symbol is being used on the corner, right? Can you see this? On the corner of Sikkim, right? Northeastern corner of Sikkim. Clear? This is Nathula Pass. Now let's move to the first peak which we have to mark here, Mount Godwin-Austen, right? Mount Godwin-Austen, K2. You can see here where it is marked, very close to again Karakoram Pass we have marked just now, and the curve which I was showing you, in between that curve and the Indus River, this is Indus River. You have to mark this Okay, the point you can take, suppose this slanting part is there, where it is coming, that is the point where the Godwin Austen can be marked. This is the first peak we have to mark here. By brown color, small triangle which is colored by brown, that is always used for showing the peaks in the maps. Now come to the second one. Second peak which we have to show here is the Mount Kanchenjunga, right? Mount Kanchenjunga, where Nepal and India border is there. Again, we have come back to Sikkim. This is the point exactly where Mount Kanchenjunga is there. This is Mount Kanchenjunga. Again, you have to mark with a small triangle colored by brown. So it's done. 2 peaks we have done and 2 passes we have done. Now let's talk about the lakes. Okay. Now what about the lakes? 2 important lakes we have to mark. One is Wular Lake. You can see here, children. The first one, Wular Lake, one blue dot. I hope you are able to identify. This is Wular Lake. You can see one river is going very close to this. And just at the tip of it, you have to mark. The curve is there. At the tip of this curve, you have to mark the Wular Lake. This is Jhelum River. Now, this you have done. Wular Lake you have done. Now come down to another lake, that is Chilka Lake. Okay. Chilka Lake actually is a lagoon lake. Clear? It is formed by actually the formation of lagoon. So this is actually one of the best examples of lagoon lake, especially in India. It is lying on the eastern coast, and you can see on the map of India, outline map of India, you will be able to easily find a small actually curved part is there, which is marked on the coast. This part very close to Mahanadi River. So this is Chilka Lake. A cut is there in the coastal plain or the coastline, the eastern coast of India, and it is lying in the northern Sircars, very close to Mahanadi River. You can see here. This is actually Chilka Lake. Chilka. Clear now? Chilka Lake. Now after this, children, these 2 lakes we have done. One was Wular Lake and the other is the Chilka Lake. Clear? Now come to one of the seas we have to mark here, that is Andaman Sea. Only one sea we have to mark, Andaman Sea. You can see here Andaman and Nicobar Islands are given. Clear? In the map it's very clear. Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Now very close to that, on one side Andaman Islands are there and on the other side Myanmar. Right? This side it is Myanmar. So in between these two there is a water body, and this water body is called as by the name Andaman Sea. This is called as Andaman Sea. So this is the next thing we have to mark. In between Andaman on one side and the Myanmar on the other side. This is Andaman Sea. Clear now? Now let's talk about the various gulfs. There are 3 gulfs we have to mark in the map of India. Number 1 is Gulf of Kutch. You can see. The first gulf we have to mark is the Gulf of Kutch. This is Gulf of Kutch, the first one between the 2 peninsulas. Now the Gulf of Khambat. Gulf of Khambat is also called as Gulf of Cambay. This is called as Gulf of Cambay also. Now this Gulf of Khambat is here, the second one, and let's move down to the third one. Third is Gulf of Mannar. Okay, Gulf of Mannar. You can see here. You will mark only on one side of it, children, not the other side. Okay, Gulf of Mannar is only this part, we call it as Gulf of Mannar. Clear now? This side you will mark blue and you will have to label it Gulf of Mannar. After all these, children, one more thing is left, that is Park Strait. Now what is a strait? Strait you must have studied also about this earlier. Strait is actually a narrow water body which is separating the two big land masses, or the other way we call it as a strait connects the two big oceans or the seas. Now this is a strait, you can see here. It is generally shown by broken lines. This is Park Strait. Only one strait we have to mark in the map of India. This is Park Strait. It is separating in Sri Lanka from Indian mainland. So this is all with this map. Now we are going to discuss the next map in the next session, children. So till the time we meet again, you have to go through these maps properly, and don't forget to subscribe the channel and share the link of this video with your friends, because I know that it is going to help you out in your studies, right? Even in the exams also, board exams as well as the various competitions which you are going to have. So in competitive exams also, it's going to be very, very useful for you. Bye children.